about 3 weeks ago. This lady walked into my studio with one particular doctor's bag her husband bought 25 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a particular bag that literally is falling apart. It's got problem all over the place. I mean, the corners, I mean, the hand told me he was carrying this bag with a broken handle.
Because he loves it so much.
Because not that he loves it, but it means there's something to him.
Oh, it's sentimental.
And he, in his own words, this bag has been very kind to him in his life. So it's more like a lucky charm. It was a bag that his grandfather bought him upon graduating college. And it's not that he cannot afford, he probably can afford thousands of this bag. But the thing is, this means something to him very personally. So before I heard, before she told me about this particular story, I told her straight up, this bag may be possible to repair, but for what purpose? I mean,
right.
You're gonna have
what
to
is
spend,
it that you want?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to spend a lot of money. Might as well let me just condition it, which will only cost you a fraction of what's gonna cost to fix it. Just put it in your study. Maybe it's time for retirement. But her husband is only like, mid-40s, and she told me, this is the bag, I want to take it to my grave.
Oh.
And he's still got another 20 years in the job left. So that's the project we started. But the thing is, for me, that's the type of bag I want to create. Not just the bag you buy, and after a few seasons, just put in the closet, and that's your day in life. That's
right.
And the way our bags are created, it changes all the time. So that was also taken into consideration, because I wanted to make sure it brings a little bit more pleasure each day you use it. So our bags are designed to change, and it's made to last forever.
Sorry, we have to talk about that, because there's so few bags out there that are not made to last beyond like this season.
Yeah.
And that is not what you're buying here. You're buying somebody's, I don't know, you're buying Chris's vision, his commitment to like a bag that's going to last a lifetime, a custom work, really. So if you didn't know that, Chris's bags are they're guaranteed for life.
Yes, because the thing is, sometimes I don't get this a lot lately, but when I first started this business, there were a lot of questions about longevities and all this kind of thing, or the weight particularly, because yes, our bag is a little bit heavier than those of Italians or Europeans, but it's because the fashion industry has changed a lot in the past 10, 20 years. And now the leather has become more of instant, what's the word?
Fast fashion.
Fast fashion, exactly.
Right, like it's made to be amazing and produced quickly to match whatever this season's trend is, but it's not made to be around like 5 years from now.
Yeah, it's because these companies, they have a lot of overheads.
Right.
They cannot sustain business if you have to carry this bag for a long period of time. Their goal is use it 2 years, trash it, get yourself a new one. Because to achieve that look, the bags have gotten lighter. From genuine leather, it's become synthetic, because that's how they can maximize their profits. Exactly.
And I just want to mention that, because you guys have heard me talk about that before, but I really give credence to bags that are heavy, and people are like, why do you like that? And I always say, because it's the real deal, right? So somebody, you could brass plate it, or you could paint some cheap like aluminum thing to look like brass, but when you pick up Chris's works, they're legit brass. They're heavy.
Well, this will be a good example. This is a keychain that I have, probably had it for about 5 years. See, this is a dog shoe we still use this day.
That's on my Carl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now this one is the ring. It's also imported from Italy, but this is it was the same color when I first made it. But this is of course aluminum plated. So my thing is, yes, it may look the same at the beginning.
Right.
But the quality doesn't lie. The material doesn't lie. Over the course of years, this true thing reveals itself. And that's that's kind of concept about design. Our design is not to look flashy.
Never.
It will never be the instant first love kind of thing.
Right.
But it's like, as you spend it more time, it gets a little bit more.
It's not
embedded.
a summer fling.
Yes.
This is like the bag you get married to, right?
Exactly.
You're like, I like this bag. I could see myself like with this bag for a long time.
Right.
And it's it's interesting. I think to that same point, that's what customization is, right? Could I ever walk into Louis Vuitton and say like, I really like this bag, but I wish like the zipper did this, and I would like, no, they'd say get lost. I need to close the sale in 10 minutes because there's 10 other people behind you. But that's not the case here. Like I can walk in, I can have a conversation, like a genuine conversation to people that connect, right? And we don't have that anymore in like these fast fashion things, and tell Chris like, this is what I want the bag for, and this is what I want to do. And so you do this insane level of custom work. If you did not know that, yes, you can go on to SANDAST and say, I want that insanely beautiful James original, which still I get a lot of questions about the James. People stop me in the street about the James, but let's press pause on that. But you can come in here and say, hey Chris, I like this bag, but I want to do X, Y, Z, or I want this zipper different. So talk about this element that I think people didn't know. And I frankly was not that educated that you did this level of custom work.
We do lately, a lot of our business up from custom works, because we realize everybody's different. Everybody has a different needs, and they want some kind of, and then they really love the concept of one bag for life.
Right.
So they feel like, you know what, if that's the case, I don't mind paying a little bit more, have something that caters to exactly what I need.
Yep.
Because when you're over 20, your body's not going to change a whole lot. You're not going to get taller, so they want something.
Even though I hope daily, can I just be a little taller, but okay.
So we've been doing a lot of custom work lately, and it's very fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but every time we finish the work, and if they are local, they always come here to pick it up, and and most of the times, many of this custom work have been gifts, for example, from spouse to spouse, boyfriend to girlfriend, or it could be gift from some special holidays or occasion, whatever it might be. But when they come pick it up, and I see their smiles, and I get this thank you hug, and sometimes, I kid you not, I get ladies calling me and crying.
Oh my goodness. But you gotta see the James, and then you would totally understand, because it brings tears to people's eyes.
Yeah, and the personalization, of course.
Right.
And then this little message. I don't think it's the bag itself, but I think it's what's behind the bag. It's not just
it's the process.
Me, not necessarily from us either. Yeah, of course, when we are paid to do our work, we actually bring our best, but sometimes the spouse put some special message inside.
And it makes you tear up.
Yes, and then it's like, we engrave that. So there's a letter that's in form of leather inside the bag. And when they see it, it's the bag plus the emotion plus the love. I think it all combines to bring out the pure emotions.
Right.
And that's
the embodiment of what you wanted to convey to your spouse.
And that's what makes us very happy at what we do. So of course we go through this, daily struggle, daily ordeals, but my employees as well. But I share, I get emails all the time, we get phone calls all the time, and when I share the story with my employees, Louis and Rosa, it just makes what we do the worthwhile.
Right.
It's like it brings the purpose in what we do, and that's it's very addictive. It's very emotional. It's very.
You've got some visitors.
Oh yeah.
Pause. Take a minute. I'm gonna have guacamole.